electronics enthusiasts. Welcome back to another episode of Kool Electronics Guy, where the electronics are always cool, and the guy? Let me know in the comments. Wow, it's been over a month since we made our last video. I apologize, just been super busy. Then Thanksgiving crept up on all of us, and that's over. And now Christmas is on its way in less than a month. And that's it. Year over, 2022. Move over, 2023 is on its way. With the holiday season comes some amazing beers to celebrate with. That brings us to the beer of the day. Over the past month, I've had so many delicious beers. I would probably need to make a craft beer review channel to showcase all of them. Maybe someday. But for now, I decided to pick one of my favorite new craft beers that I recently enjoyed. Today's beer of the day is from a very well-known and amazing brewery that I've had many beers from in the past, and they're all excellent. The brewery that I'm talking about is called Boulevard Brewing Company. They're located in Kansas City, Missouri, and the beer is called Creme Brulee, just like the dessert. This is an amazing limited release beverage. It's a barley wine that weighs in at a hefty 13.3% alcohol by volume, which is pretty, it's pretty strong. That's a sipper. Gotta sip that one. The flavors were just absolutely amazing, reminiscent of the holiday season with just such delicious notes of like creamy vanilla, caramel, burnt sugar. Really, I mean, they really made this beer mimic the dessert very nicely. Have you ever had creme brulee? Those are all the same flavors in creme brulee. I highly recommend this experimental beer. They call it an experimental beer for the holiday season. You guys are gonna love it. So check it out if you can get it. Just a little side note too. If you check out their website, they have a pretty cool gift shop where you can purchase stuff. They got a lot of merch on there. Some of the stuff, they had like different kinds of beer glasses and stuff like that. But check it out. Check it out. They got a pretty cool website. All right. Now that we have an alcoholic beverage of our liking in hand, let's make some cool electronics. Recently, someone I know brought me their tablet that they dropped face down with no case. They asked me if I could fix the cracked screen. So, here it is. I don't know if you can see the crack or not. There's a huge crack here, here, and it spiders out here. This whole corner is just shot. You can feel it. It's pretty rough to the touch. So, of course, I told them that, I said there's nothing wrong with the screen. It looks perfectly fine to me. And they said, can't you see the huge crack in the screen? And I said, yeah, but, I can see the huge crack in the Digitizer, but the screen looks fine to me. So, today we're going to replace the Digitizer on this Kindle Fire HD8 8th generation. You're probably wondering what's the difference between a Digitizer and an LCD screen. So let me tell you. A touch screen, aka a Digitizer, it's the thin transparent layer of plastic which it reads the signal from the touch and transports it to the processing unit inside. The LCD screen is the panel that is inside the device. It's underneath here. It displays the image. The Digitizer is on top, so you can see through the Digitizer, this piece of plastic on top, which is cracked, and the screen is right underneath it. So the screen looks fine. The Digitizer is what kind of got damaged here. So I bought a Digitizer here, which I haven't even opened yet. I'm going to try and open it now. I picked it up on Amazon for like 25 bucks. You can probably get a whole new Kindle Fire somewhere between 60 and 100 bucks, depending on the screen size. But in this case, it's really tight. My friend knew that I would install it for free, so 25 bucks was a good deal for her and saved her a few bucks. There we go. Let's get everything out of here. There we go. Most digitizers, as you can see here, they come with all kinds of tools to help. I've replaced a bunch of these. And I've seen some kits with useless, cheap tools to pry the case apart, and they just break. I mean, I think I have some. I'm going to throw them out. I had some laying around here that I tried, and they broke. They were garbage. Some come with really good, strong tools. I usually prefer to use a heavy gauge guitar pick. This is the bad boy right here that I use a lot. I'll check out these tools that are in here, see if they're any good. We got this really huge plastic tweezer that's really cumbersome that I'll probably throw in the garbage because I got some nice tweezers back there. But this heavy gauge guitar pick I find works fantastic for once you heat this up, getting the digitizer off, and also for removing like the back of a laptop once you get the screws out. I might have used this exact one in another video when I upgraded my my Acer Aspire 5. This thing just popped the back off. Beautiful. It's really strong. So the most important tool really that doesn't come in the kit is this this hair dryer. I always heat up the edges of the case around the entire circumference to help soften up the glue. It really works well. I mean, you can really struggle and get it off without the hair dryer, but the hair dryer, like I said, really loosens that glue up, makes the job a lot easier. So let's get to work. The first thing I'm going to do, like I said, is heat it up with the hair dryer. I'll probably edit this so you don't have to listen to the hair dryer the whole time, but you can see what I'm doing. Just going to heat up around the edge, if you can hear me over this thing. Soften that glue up a little bit. And it's not super hot. I'm not going to damage anything. I don't have it on the hottest setting. It's on warm. Just to soften that glue up a bit. Alright guys, as you can see, I just kind of, look at that, I'm just working this in here, and I'm using my guitar pick. I started using this tool, but I don't know if you can see or not, that it broke pretty quick. This is a cheap tool set, although I'm surprised it came with 2 screwdrivers, little suction cuppy, and which is handy. I like using that. But these, I haven't even used these. Look, I barely touched it. It broke in half. That's garbage. So this thing is super strong. So now we gotta be careful. There's a ribbon cable in here. Very fragile. You can see on the actual new digitizer, you can see it comes with that on there. You gotta be careful not to tear that because we're gonna have to connect that. This is the new digitizer. You can see it's just a thin piece of plastic. It's got a protective coating on it that we can peel off after. We'll set that aside. It's got adhesive to put it down on there. We gotta be careful getting this apart. Let's see if I can just pop this off. And I think the corners are usually the hardest. So there we go. We got the case off, as you can see there. We'll set that aside. And now we have to get the digitizer off, which there's a plastic frame around here, and it looks like, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, it's very, very thin. So we're going to heat that up, and then we're going to stick our plectrum in there and pop the digitizer off. It's like glued down all the way around, and we'll get that off. And one quick thing, just before we go any further, the first thing we should do is just pop this battery connector up, get that out of the way, and have the battery disconnected. So as you can see, I'm just heating this up and working around with the guitar pick. See? Got that corner good, and I just keep going around. And very important, that's glass. I wear safety goggles in case a little piece shoots up in my face. You could wear gloves. I should probably have some on, but I'm just not a glove guy usually. But we're just going to keep on working this until we get the digitizer off. And then we'll proceed from there. And as you can see, we're about halfway through. I just stick some little pieces of paper in there because there's still glue in there. I don't want it to glue back down. And I just keep heating, and I got some leverage now. And I just keep working that glue and working that through. And I try not to crank it more because it's easier if it doesn't crack more, but sometimes you just can't help it. But if yours is getting all destroyed like that, don't get nervous, that happens. And we're going to throw that out anyways and put a new one on. So we're going to work our way around this corner, and then we'll have the digitizer off. Alright, so we got all the glue off there. Here's the old digitizer. You can see it cracked a little bit when we took it off, but came off pretty good in one piece. That's junk. We're going to throw that out. The ribbon cable, I kind of severed that, but when I went through with the pick to get the digitizer off, but that's okay because that's the old one. The new one, the new digitizer, has that on it, and we're going to replace that, so it doesn't really matter. But we'll get to that in a minute. The next thing we really want to do is, be careful, don't damage the screen, but there's all kinds of gunk on here that we really want to remove. We want a nice, clean, flat surface. We're going to get all this gunk off before we put the new adhesive tape on. So let's get that cleaned up. Alright, that looks pretty clean. We got a nice clean surface there to apply our adhesive after. We're going to go ahead and turn this over. And there's a few screws on here that we're going to take off. One there, 2, 3. There's another one somewhere, but we'll find it. We're going to take those out, and then we're going to peel this back, this protective tape, and so we can disconnect the excuse me, I'm losing my voice here, LCD from the board here. And then we're going to take this tape off here because we're going to have to remove the digitizer as well. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect those right now. There we go. We got that open. Just flip it back. Pull out the ribbon cable carefully, because we don't want to damage this. If you damage this, then you're in big trouble. So we got that out. And let me remove those screws with my handy dandy little screwdriver kit. I'm going to want to put those somewheres safe so I don't lose them. And we're just going to go ahead and remove those because we're going to take this board out, and it'll make putting the ribbon cable from the Digitizer back in a lot easier. There we go. It's nice to have a magnetic screwdriver like this one when you're taking out such tiny little screws. There you go. The camera will probably fall out or pop out. There's little tabs here we have to release too in order to get this board out. Let's see, there's one. Excuse my head if it's in the picture, in the shot here. Got one. Get this out of here. This protective tape. We'll save that for later. We'll reuse it. And then I'll take this old Digitizer out. Again, these are so tiny, these little parts here. It's like there we go. Got that popped up. And we'll take that. That's garbage. Throw that out. And now we're ready to receive our new Digitizer on this end. As soon as I pop the rest of these tabs out. Alright. Now we're going to put this double-sided tape on here. Like so. And grab scissors, excuse me. There we are. We'll just burnish that down a little bit. I can use my nail. I'm going to do that all the way around. Cut that a little shorter, maybe. Is there any arch tweezer? Guess I'm not left-handed. There you go. Let's take a little bit off of that. That back down. Give it a little burnish. And let's hit this back side. So, trim that off, and the side. Gotta be careful because the camera's right here. You don't want to put the tape over the camera.
So we're going to cut this one twice. Like so. Yeah, we'll put some on the other side of the camera. Right here. And trim that up. There. We've got our double-sided tape on there. Then we'll go ahead and peel that layer, the top plastic layer, off, so it exposes the adhesive. And then we're going to place our digitizer in there. Alright, so we got our sticky tape on there. Let's set that down and get this digitizer ready. Oh, look at that. Peel this back film off. I'll be very careful. I don't know why they do it like this. You don't want to tear that ribbon cable off. So I'm going to be really super careful. Excuse me. And I don't want that plastic here to get hung up on that ribbon cable. That is very, very delicate. It does not take much to tear that off. If you tear that off, might as well throw this in the garbage because it's not going to work. So set that there. Now, we got this already unscrewed and our ribbon cable off of there, the battery there, because we need this to be movable like that so we can feed that ribbon cable through. So I'm just gonna get this tape off. See that? Peel that tape right off. The double-sided tape. And expose that adhesive. Let's see, a tweezer usually comes in handy for this too, once you get it started. I'm just going to take it off all the way around. So if you got big clumsy hands like me, it's kind of a pain. But like I said, the tweezer works pretty good. Also, to get it started, if you got big thumbnails, I keep the nails long in this hand because I play classical guitar and it helps me to finger pick. So that helps too. Take that one off. We'll just work our way around. And like I've said in other videos, I mean, you can see this tweezer is just like so easy to get this backing off of the double-sided tape, and it's definitely a good investment to get yourself a good set of tweezers. I just built a gaming computer, and you know, putting the motherboard into the case, putting the standoffs in, it's all deep inside there. And if you got a little tweezer like that, I would put the standoffs in there and just screw them in with a little tool. They're super handy. Oops, we got that a little twisted there. There we go. Alright, now, very carefully, we want to feed. This is the front of the digitizer. We leave the plastic on there still. I took the back plastic off. Looks very clean. But a lot of these kits come with these little cloths. And oops, that wasn't good. There's stuff on that cloth. You see that? Just kind of wipe it down a little bit. Get any junk off of there. And now you gotta be super careful. I'm gonna feed that through, like so. I apologize if you can't see this too good on camera. A lot of extra plastic on this thing. Now I'm not pushing it down too hard yet, so I kind of get it in place. Maybe. It's stuck on me there. There. This, gotta make sure everything's lined up here. Yeah, I'll be super careful. Doesn't look like there's any kind of, when I've done these in the past, there was adhesive that goes on the back of that. But we do have the little sticky sticker, but I don't know. Let's see what this kit's got. I don't think it has anything like that. That was pretty interesting. This kit came with the razor blade. I didn't use it. I'll probably save that for something else. That's cool. I got a free razor blade out of it. Let's get this carefully in place. Push this. I'll hold it together here. Make sure that is. Yeah, that looks good. Got it on there nice. Plastic iron there. Oh yeah, I got that right in there good like that. Good. It's all centered down there. It's on the sticky tape. Now I'm going to take our handy dandy tweet. I don't even see this in the camera. I hope my ball hat's probably in the way. I should turn the brim around. There we go. Take that out. Let's see. Yeah. A little light to see in there. Alright, I'm going to snap that into position. Everything looks seated. The camera is seated. You can see that ribbon cable. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the ribbon cable is where it should be. We're just going to fold this over. Like that. Hold that down for a minute. Now this is the tricky part. Getting this little tiny connector. And I got to turn this around this way because I'm right-handed. Alright, we got the Digitizer ribbon cable connected. I got the battery connected back there, and the screen is connected. I gotta find my screws here, and my tiny little screwdriver. And thank God it's magnetic because these guys are small. we go. Let's put these screws back. I think a smaller one or no? No, I guess it's the smallest one I have. And again, we're going to use a tweezer to put these in. I swear I had a smaller screwdriver than this. There's. See how that tweezer really comes in handy? Alright. Get the rest of these screws in, and then we'll put the back cover on and take the protective plastic off the front and fire it back up. Just lost that screw. So I was trying to get this video up before Christmas, but just got too crazy with the holidays and too many things going on. But tomorrow is New Year's Day. Today's New Year's Eve. Get to watch the ball drop tonight. I hope you guys all had a really wonderful Christmas. Again, I apologize for not getting video up sooner. But I do have some other things that I'm going to be posting. Like I said, I did this really cool computer build with it was a gaming computer. I did pictures of that. I don't think I did any video of it because I really didn't plan on doing it for the channel. But I might show that to you guys. It came out really cool. Used a MSI RTX 3060 graphics card, which I've been putting that computer build on hold for, oh my god, since during the pandemic, because the price of the graphic cards went through the roof. I got this one for like, I don't know, $375 bucks, but it was like over $1,000 during the pandemic because of the whole chip shortage and all that. But now the graphic card prices are coming way down. I think they're still coming down. So that's good. And it's a pretty cool gaming computer. Like I said, I took pictures of it. Maybe I'll show you guys that, just so you can see how it came out. I didn't do a video, like I said, of the whole process. But I do have a Raspberry Pi Pico that I was going to do some projects with. So that'll probably be like my next video. I also have a Raspberry Pi 3B that maybe I'll do some stuff with it. The Pico is pretty cool. I like that, but I don't have the Pico W, the wireless one. All I have is the Pico. But my trying to clean this case up a little bit. My the 3B that I have, that has Bluetooth and wireless capabilities. All right, which way does this case go? Okay, where's the camera? There's the camera hole. Let's just see. I like to double check. Like, I'm always like, did I forget to secure something? Did I forget to do something? So I like triple check everything because I don't want to. I mean, it's not that hard to get the case back off. I just want to make sure I got everything. I probably shouldn't put the case back on until I fire it up and see how it does, but I'm kind of nervous about that stuff too. I don't like operating something with the case off. It just makes me nervous. I guess I'm just nervous like that. Maybe I'll just leave it on a little bit. Nah, I'm gonna put it on. Get this off the edges first so it doesn't get stuck in the seam. I love peeling this stuff off. It's like the most fun part of the project. So let's kind of snap this back in. Everything's in. Looks good, everything's lining up. Charging port lined up. You can hear that, that snapping noise. Love that. Very good. Yeah, I think we're in all the way around. That looks good. Looks good. There we go. I hope this thing's charged. Let's see. How do you turn this thing on? I'm not like a big tablet guy. I don't like usually use tablets. Oh, it turned on. That's a good sign. Haha. I just hope it has enough charge so I can test the Digitizer out. There we go. I gotta say that, like I said, I'm not a tablet guy, but these Fire tablets, I mean, I've fixed a bunch of them and I've used them over the years, and you know, for what they are, they're like not the best tablet you can buy. Like, you know, they're not the cheapest either. I gotta say they're pretty decent. My kids have them. My kids love them. Oh, good, 30%. Look, it works. I don't know what the password is, but oh, there we go. Beautiful. It works. I don't know if you guys can see that with the glare, but everything is functioning. So that's how you do it, guys. That's how you put a new Digitizer on. This is the 8th generation Kindle Fire. I hope you found this video to be useful. Maybe now you can fix your own Kindle tablets or your friends and make a little cash on the side. But thanks so much for watching. We appreciate all of your support. Please leave any comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Like I said, our next video, tomorrow's New Year's Day. I'm working on that Pico stuff, and hopefully I'll have something maybe by next weekend after, with the Raspberry Pi Pico or the Raspberry Pi 3P, whatever, 3B. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, which one I'm going to use yet, but I got some great ideas for some projects. So stay tuned and subscribe so you don't miss out on any cool videos. Hope you all have a great holiday season and a happy new year. And always remember, drink some great beer and make some cool electronics. See you soon. Have a good one.